P&ID stands for Piping and Instrumentation Diagram. It is a detailed schematic diagram that illustrates the process flow and equipment involved in a particular process plant or system. P&IDs are typically used in the process industry, including chemical, pharmaceutical, petrochemical, and food processing plants. They are used to describe the piping and instrumentation of a process, including the various equipment, valves, and instruments used to control and monitor the process. Here are some tips on how to read a P&ID. 1. Identify the key components. Start by identifying the key components in the P&ID. These may include equipment such as pumps, compressors, and tanks, as well as pipes, valves, and instrumentation. 2. Understand the process flow. Study the flow direction of the process and identify the input and output streams. This will give you an understanding of how the process works. 3. Interpret symbols and codes. P&IDs use a set of standard symbols and codes to represent equipment, instruments, and control devices. Study these symbols and codes to understand what they represent. 4. Look for connections. Identify the connections between the equipment and the piping, and determine the purpose of each connection. 5. Read annotations and notes. P&IDs often include annotations and notes to provide additional information about the process or equipment. Read these notes carefully to gain a more detailed understanding of the process. 6. Review the legend. The P&ID legend provides a list of all the symbols and codes used in the diagram. Refer to the legend if you are unsure of the meaning of a particular symbol or code. 7. Pay attention to the scale. P&IDs often include a scale to show the relative size of the equipment and piping. Make sure you understand the scale, so you can accurately determine the size and location of each component. 8. Follow the flow. Follow the flow of the process from beginning to end. This will help you understand the sequence of operations and how the various components work together. 9. Identify control loops. P&IDs include instrumentation symbols to represent the control loops used in the process. Identify the control loops and understand how they work to control the process. 10. Understand valve positions. P&IDs include symbols to represent valve positions, such as open, closed, or partially open. Understand the position of each valve, so you can understand how it affects the process flow. 11. Check for errors. P&IDs can be complex and may contain errors. Check the diagram carefully for inconsistencies or errors that could affect the accuracy of your understanding. 12. Understand system boundaries. P&IDs often include system boundaries to indicate where one system ends and another begins. Make sure you understand the boundaries of the system you are analyzing, so you can accurately interpret the diagram. Reading a P&ID can be challenging, but with practice, you can become proficient at interpreting these important diagrams. Remember to take your time and carefully study each component to gain a better understanding of the process.